You might have heard whispers about a simple 1991 Jefferson nickel, a coin that some claim could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. Rumors have spread across social media, coin forums, and YouTube videos that a few special nickels from 1991 might hold a secret fortune. But is there really a 1991 nickel out there that could make someone a millionaire? Or was this just another internet legend? Well, don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you'll know the real truth behind a 1991 Jefferson nickel. Its history, its design, its possible hidden value, and whether those million-dollar rumors have any real foundation or not. Now let's dive into this little coin that has been in so many American pockets for decades. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It was introduced to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the man behind the Declaration of Independence. The obverse, or front side of the coin, features Jefferson's left-facing portrait, which was originally designed by Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor. His design was chosen through a public competition that aimed to find a dignified and patriotic depiction of Jefferson, and his creation became one of the most enduring designs in American coinage history. On the reverse side, you'll find an image of Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. This neoclassical mansion wasn't just a home. It represented Jefferson's intellect, creativity, and architectural genius. The inscription above reads, E pluribus unum, which means out of many one. Below Monticello, you'll find 5 cents and United States of America. These words and symbols together make this coin a timeless piece of American heritage. The 1991 Jefferson nickel continues this traditional design. It may not look extraordinary at first glance. Just another everyday nickel that's been used countless times in change, vending machines, and parking meters. But what makes it interesting is how collectors have started to look back at these coins, hunting for varieties, errors, and high-grade examples that can turn a simple 5-cent coin into something far more valuable. Now, here's where the mystery begins. Many collectors and online posts claim that some 1991 Jefferson nickels are worth thousands, even up to $1 million. So what's the truth behind that? Are there any 1991 nickels that are truly that valuable? Or are we being drawn into an internet myth? Before we reveal the truth, let's explore the facts, because understanding the full story helps you see why some coins are worth fortunes while others, even from the same year, remain ordinary. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced Jefferson nickels in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 635 million nickels. Denver produced around 470 million, and San Francisco made just over 2.8 million proof coins. That's over 1 billion nickels in total, meaning the 1991 Jefferson nickel is not rare by mintage alone. However, rarity isn't just about how many coins were made. It's about how many survived in perfect condition or with unique minting errors. Most 1991 nickels circulated heavily, which means they have scratches, nicks, and where that drastically reduced their value to face value, 5 cents. But a small number that were carefully preserved in pristine condition or struck with rare minting mistakes can be worth much more. Collectors especially look for what's known as full steps nickels. These are coins where the steps of Monticello on the reverse are completely visible and sharply struck. Getting a 1991 nickel with full steps is quite difficult, and in perfect, uncirculated grade, those can fetch $20 to $100 depending on condition and mint mark. Now, let's talk about the special varieties and errors that can truly boost the value. Some of the most sought-after errors in the 1991 Jefferson Nickel series include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin was not properly centered during minting. Depending on how dramatic the error is, these can sell from $20 up to $250. Double die errors, where the design appears doubled, usually on Jefferson's portrait or the lettering Liberty or In God We Trust. A clear double die can raise the coin's value into the hundreds. Clip planchets, where a small section of the coin is missing due to a minting mistake. These are worth $10 to $100, depending on size and eye appeal. Die cracks or cuds, where raised lines or blobs of metal appear due to damaged minting dies. Some collectors pay premiums for these, depending on their visibility and location. The San Francisco proof nickels from 1991 are another story. These coins were not made for circulation, but rather for collectors, struck with mirror-like finishes and sharp details. A 1991 S-proof nickel in pristine condition can be worth $5 to $15, and if it's a rare error-proof, it could be even higher. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, those million-dollar rumors. Are there truly any 1991 Jefferson Nickels worth $1 million? The honest answer is no verified record exists of any 1991 Jefferson Nickel selling for anything close to that figure. However, the origin of these rumors seems to come from viral online posts and videos claiming that some error nickels or ultra-rare varieties were selling for astronomical prices. What often happens is that a coin listing appears online with an unrealistic asking price. For example, someone lists a 1991 nickel on eBay for $999,999. But just because it's listed for that amount doesn't mean it's sold for that amount. Many of these high prices are simply attention-grabbing and not actual market values. That said, there are certain nickels from other years that have sold for thousands, such as wartime silver nickels from the 1940s, or rare varieties like the 1949 D/S mint mark or the 1954 S full steps. These real examples add fuel to the idea that any Jefferson nickel could be a hidden treasure, which keeps collectors curious about even ordinary-looking ones like the 1991 issue. Still, the 1991 Jefferson Nickel can have real value if it's an exceptionally high grade. For example, in MS67 Full Steps, a 1991 D. Jefferson Nickel has sold at auction for around $600, and the 1991 P in the same condition can reach similar prices. These are incredibly hard to find because the nickel metal easily shows scratches and bag marks, and full steps require a near-perfect strike. So while it's not $1 million coin, it's certainly a collectible worth noticing if found in top condition or with a dramatic mint error. Think of it this way. A coin minted for just 5 cents that could be worth hundreds today is still a remarkable return, especially for something you might find in pocket change. The coin's composition also adds to its story. Like all post-1946 nickels, the 1991 Jefferson Nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Its metallic look and durability have allowed it to circulate for decades without major changes in design until 2004, when the U.S. Mint began updating the Jefferson Nickel series to feature new portraits and reverse designs under the Westward Journey series. So, when you hold a 1991 nickel, you're holding a piece of American history that bridges the old and new designs. A coin from time before the U.S. Mint began experimenting with modern redesigns and new themes.